It's the NFL on EA Sports. And all eyes are on Javonte Williams. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Broncos and the Bucs, and it comes your way next.
An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record. And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The numbers for White a week ago: 16 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. But you look at this Bronco defense, they've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they go those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. The slot man in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here is 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because things can be working pretty well. That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions, and guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game. Wrap up.
Still moving. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Broncos at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. It might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
They go with White on the counter. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
But you look at this Bronco defense.
They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that. Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 17 carries, up over 130 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect it was more.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you run
under pressure, and they got to him again.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard, leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They begin the drive with Williams. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
On the counter, here's Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
And now he appears to be in some pain.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
2nd and 7.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
They stay on the ground with White. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He'll take it at the 42. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Lance on the option right. He gives it up. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Lance now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Play action. Now it's Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Opting to run again here with White. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards gets him back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. White running to the left.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rachaad White, who's shaken up from the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He's got Otten.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Palmer. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that got his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
From the shotgun, he'll look to nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they get downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Williams.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that one.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Lance.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Lance again.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, there's the bonus for you as a defender. One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. Dak Prescott, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, we head east to Minnesota to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Elijah Moore, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And that one's at halftime with the visiting Chiefs out on top. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Trey Lance leading his offense out for this next drive.
And the first half was not kind to him, and he knows that. 3 interceptions, but still tied, so kind of a clean slate.
I'd say it's a reprieve because ordinarily you throw 3 interceptions, your team should be behind. So he has to be thinking to himself, okay, I'm off the hook for that one. I have to play better for my team here in the second half.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Here's Lance. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. They'll go up the middle with White. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Palmer going to go in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, that is well read on the backside. And he'll be met well behind the line of scrimmage.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Denver's offense now set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen.
There he goes left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play? You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The Lance going to throw.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, Williams.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Lance.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. Williams.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Javonte Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 65 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
First down, here's White. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Rashad White,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Lance looks to throw again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Lance looking to throw it. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 81 yards.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll look to throw. There's a short one taken in by Otten. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And Lance now to throw. Knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Lance. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5. Mims in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
They start the drive with White.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield looks to throw.
Throw left side taken in by Palmer.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A tone setter on defense. They pick off the first pass. I had to look down, but yeah, no interceptions last week, so they made up for lost time.
Well, did they ever? And when you pick off the first pass of the game, you talk about a tone setter. Now your whole entire defense is thinking, okay, when do we get our next one? Can't wait to get back out on the field and get after them.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
And a lot of times
they've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Up the middle, it's Williams. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So now the Bucs down by a field goal, a little over 20 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
Mayfield
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Mayfield. And this one into the hands of Mechie.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Mayfield to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think hope was wearing one jersey and worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance is just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for Denver, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.